What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the motherfucking building. And this time, I am back, honey, for some extra tea and gossip on Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. First off, let me say this. I need to say this really quickly, and I need to make this quick because I gotta go pick my daughter up from school, honey. Gotta get the children from the school, honey. Let me say this. So, we saw the reunion yesterday, part 2. I covered it. I don't know what show you all are watching where you all are so up in arms. You're so shocked with how Nene was acting. Nene is a very consistent person. And I was watching, I've been watching Michelle from the A. Y'all check out Michelle Brown Atlian. She's on YouTube as well. She's a blogger. She actually had Nene on her show. And actually, there was a caller. And I forgot the person's name. But anyways, this caller said exactly what I said in my video. This caller said, Nene is a very consistent person. This person said exactly what I was thinking. The caller said you could go back to season 3, season 4. She would pay those girls dust. Now, at that time, she was dealing with the likes of Kim, Sheree. Them was like mainly, the girls at the time that Nene pretty much stayed into. Because she actually came, I believe was at season 3 reunion. Where she actually had a lot of issues with Greg. They was in the middle of probably divorcing or separating. And she was basically like asked questions by Andy, and she would just be like, I ain't got no response. I ain't got no reply. He was just like, how do you feel about Kim getting married to Croy and her being so happy? There was like hardly no response. And she was just, oh, I could really care less. And that is Nene. Like, I don't know which show you all are watching to where y'all are just so shocked by her fucking behavior. You have to really be an avid watcher of the Housewives. You really have to go back to those seasons, and you will see everything this woman does is pretty much consistent with what she does now. So I actually have not really been able, you guys, to watch a lot of people's reviews. People are always asking me, who do you watch? Who's your favorite YouTubers? I watch James Caldwell. I watch Forrest Rocks. I watch my girl Erica De Niro. But what I will say with Erica is, and I love me some Erica De Niro. Normally, I love her channel. I don't be really caring for her opinion on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because when she gets to defending Kenya, that shit make my motherfucking stomach turn. She just did a video, I believe, today. And I was watching it, and then I kind of had to click off of it. Because she began talking about Nene is the queen, thinks she's the queen of the show. I don't think that Nene thinks she's the queen of the show. I mean, she is. She's been here. Y'all got to remember, Nene has been here since season 1, and it ain't just that, she got a lot of people on here. She's no nonsense. She's outspoken. She is the show. Like that type of behavior, whether you like her or not, that is what makes a good show. Somebody being like that, because a lot of these girls, they can't be like that consistently, it looked like, without crying and then trying to get back on folks' good side. But you ain't heard that from me, honey. But anyways, Erica began talking about, well, Nene brought Kenya on the show. I do not believe that that's true. She did not bring Kenya on the show. I believe Kenya probably was asked to do the show. Y'all know Kenya was out in Hollywood, not with the big stars, but, she was amongst them. And they probably reached out and asked her to do the show. I'd never heard a story where it was Nene helped her get on the show. Second of all, when Kenya got on this show, she was acting a goddamn fool. So how do we get on Nene for her behavior and talking about, she's very passive aggressive, and Nene is. I'm not going to sit up here and say that she's not, but I feel like a lot of people can be that way And it depends on what circumstances they find themselves in. You know, we got to remember that Nene is acting like this because she just saw the footage of Cynthia and Candy setting her the fuck up. She just seen it. I think she said the day before, and then they get up and they got to go to a reunion. They have an early call time. So, I mean, you're not going to just be over some shit and be ready to play with the girls. You're going to be a little cold and off to the side. You know, if your man cheat on you, you know, you ain't going to be that bitch that's just fucking over it and be like, well, baby, let's go out to dinner. You going to make that nigga suffer or whatever. You know, give him the silent treatment. You know, put that nigga on pause and get another nigga until you feel like dealing with your nigga. You know, it's just one of them situations. So she got to talking about Kenya like... I don't know. There seems to be some type of favoritism towards Kenya. I will never fucking understand it. And she began getting on Apollo and Phaedra. Listen, Phaedra never asked Kenya to flirt with her husband. To get in her confessional, look at me, can't even say the goddamn words. You wrote the song and can't remember the goddamn words. She never told Kenya to get in her confessional, talk about how fine her husband is. She never told Kenya, this is Phaedra I'm talking about. She never told Kenya to be texting her husband without her permission when they were not all friends. Remember that business deal that they were going to do went awry. You know, so after that, it's case closed. Everything's shut down. I don't need you talking to my husband. She's all, hey, babe. Hey, this. Oh, you look nice, babe. You don't say that to somebody's husband. That is a woman that's a slut. That's a hoe. And you may say, well, she ain't fuck Apollo. Shit, your motherfucking behavior indicated that you was thinking about it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I can't with the, oh, we just go breeze over the shit that Kenya do, and then we just go really hold Nene accountable. When I write your review, you gotta hold every goddamn body accountable. You know, we can't just breeze over that shit that Kenya did, you know. And let me say this about Kenya. When Kenya got on here, it bothered the fuck out of her that her mother never acknowledged her existence, okay? She was a broken woman when she got on this show. Her skin was fucked up. Kenya is a lot better now. Like, she has calmed down with a lot of the dysfunction that she has came on this show with, you know, because she got called out on her shit. And I think she embarrassed herself, you know, hiring boyfriends, using Matt as a storyline, you know. She did a lot of fucked up shit. So we can't just sit up here and bypass all of that and get all on Nene and get all up in arms. And Nene, you know, is just so bad. And Nene is acting the way she's acting because she's hurt. Husband got cancer. He putting her through shit that we don't see. Could she be probably a little nicer about it? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't fully know the situation. I just know from what I see when I watch the show. And y'all know I'm team Nene. You know, Nene can be right. She could be wrong. That's my girl. I'm on her team. You know what I'm saying? As far as that shit with Greg goes, none of us really know their situation. That got to be a very major life change for somebody that you married to, you sleeping with. They got cancer. They treating you any kind of way. You still got to go out, make money, pay the bills, pay the medical bills. Having cancer, I heard, is very fucking expensive. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much that goes along with that. And people are just, well, Nene's just so horrible and she should just be nicer and all her friends are leaving her. Listen, you never lose friends. You always find out who is your friends, okay? So never worry about losing a man or losing a friend, because the motherfuckers that's supposed to be with you will be with you. And a lot of people are dead weight. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all got to say. Cynthia and motherfucking Candy was wrong. They had no business pulling that shit the way that they did. They kept that shit a secret the way that they did because they wanted to get a reaction out of Nene. They wanted all of this. Now they all doing all these interviews, doing damage control. Bitch, we know what it is. See, a bitch like me, I understand the game. If I'm innocent on some shit, I may do 1 or 2 interviews and I may speak on it, or I may just go on my social media and address the situation. But goddamn, every time I turn on the goddamn TV, every time I go goddamn online on YouTube, goddamn Cynthia done did another goddamn interview. Goddamn Candy done did another goddamn interview. So if you so goddamn innocent, then why the fuck you all over the fucking place? What the fuck is up with that? Then it was also said that, Kenya brought a lot to the show and, Nene felt threatened, and I don't feel like Nene is threatened by Kenya. Nene's life is real. We've been knowing Greg since she got on here. She ain't been through 2, 3, 4 men and hiring motherfuckers to be her man, faking storylines. That bitch then pulled it all on this show, okay? So y'all quit with this. Well, Kenya's so real, and Kenya, Kenya was a low-down, dirty bitch when she got on this show. Okay, that's why even when Kenya tried to apologize to Phaedra didn't want to hear that shit. Because Phaedra has seen her motherfucking behavior. She had seen her flirting with her husband when she wasn't around. She didn't see the text messages between her and her husband, and she kept doing it, even, I believe, when Phaedra told her not to anymore. So how do you get away with doing all that inappropriate shit, but yet you are, you a fan favorite, you this good person? Like, I don't see Kenya as like this fucking innocent good person. She just is not. A lot of shit that she has did really showed me, and y'all can say what y'all want about Nene. Yeah, Nene go off and do what she do, but I've never seen Nene like flirt with anybody's husband, texting them, talking all, hey babe, and yeah, her and Peter was cool, and she would say her little shit to him, and he would say it to her, and Cynthia was cool with it. See, that's the fucking difference, because people like to bring that up, and I think at a reunion, Kenya brought that shit up too. Well, what's the difference between what I do and what you doing with Peter? And Cynthia don't like that. It's like Cynthia never said that she felt like Nene wanted her husband or was trying to fuck her husband. That's the fucking difference when the wife is cool with the exchange and, them being friendly together. And I felt like with Peter and Nene, it was more friendly and it wasn't flirty. I'm about to play a few clips from this Watch What Happens Live. I actually thought that Nene and Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives, I thought they was going to be on here. I don't know if they going to be on this weekend, but that's who I was hoping was on this motherfucker. But we got Eva. Eva said a few questionable things, and I'm going to play it, and then I'll come back with what I got to say. Andy ain't shit, y'all, because he gonna do this poll, and it's basically Nene versus everybody else on the cast. Of course, everybody voted for everybody else, because ain't nobody trying to hear what the fuck Nene got to say. They want to be on the side of all these fucking women. These women on this show are very questionable. Like, why are you so shocked with how Nene is treating you when she has been doing this for years? I don't understand it. Okay, I'm about to play this clip with Eva and what she got to say.
Okay, here's what. That leads to our next poll, which is whose side are you on, Nene or everybody else? What was your reaction to what was going on there?
You know what? I was really surprised about how cold Nene was. It was sad. I mean, the way I understand it is the point of the reunion is to unpack luggage, right? And a lot of times you watch the show and you have revelations and you learn things that you didn't know during the season. Yeah. And so my irritation with Nene was what I learned while watching the show. Right. But it just seemed like she just came out there like with a thick shoulder and daggers. Like she was just ready.
That was shade, honey, with a thick shoulder. Oh, okay, Eva. Look at you throwing that shade that you claim you don't know nothing about, Eva. Y'all know I like Eva. Nene is my favorite, but I would have to say Eva is probably my second favorite on here. I do like me some Eva, because I feel like she's pretty reasonable, but I feel like she's a bit of a dingbat when it comes to how Nene is. Because, honey, if you have been watching this show, this is how Miss Nene Leakes acts, honey, when she's upset with the girls, okay? She ain't gonna come in all friendly. Where you been at, boo-boo?
This question is for Eva.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Eva, when Nene asked you to come back to the restaurant and you told her, don't have the mic, you don't want to be on the mic, why you didn't want the mic on? What
Good question.
You had to say?
So
question.
when I left the restaurant, I was done with the day. I was done with the scene. I was done with the girls. I was done with the day.
Okay.
So when Nene called me, I thought it was a friend calling me, trying to talk me off a ledge, like, girl, let me talk to you.
Right, but
It's
you are
okay.
on a
Now,
reality show.
I get it, but I left the reality show and
Right.
went back to reality.
I know, but you can't leave the reality show
But I
when you're
did.
on the reality
Well,
show.
just like when Nene was not supposed to say anything to Portia, and then she went and said something as a friend because
Yeah,
it's like
right,
girl
right.
code,
Yeah.
because that's what like genuine friends do, because we're
Yeah.
ride or die, that thing.
Okay.
It's kind of that's what I guess I consider the same thing applied.
All
Like,
right. Let's.
So did y'all hear Andy? He didn't want to hear what the fuck Eva was saying. Eva, bitch, if you're gonna be on this show, you better take a note from the rest of these girls. Don't try to pull a Kenya Moore thinking you gonna be pulling your own goddamn stunts on with Bravo. This is a reality show. You need to share your reality. And what did I tell you all? What did I tell you all? Andy wants women on here that's go share the real. So if you got to keep moving, you got this financial situation, you go have to buck up and you go have to motherfucking address it. Now, I don't have a lot of time, you all, but there is a point in here where one of the, no, it wasn't a caller, it was Andy. And Andy asked Eva, have you moved since we last seen you on the show? Eva makes a comment saying, no, I'm just like everybody else. I live in a house and no, I haven't moved. Didn't you keep telling us that you had to move because you so scared of Kevin McCall? And don't get me wrong, you all, I'm still on her side with that. You know, I understand a domestic violence situation and having to move. I'm not backpedaling off of that. But bitch, you had us thinking that you was getting ready to move into another rental until you and Michael built y'all house. So y'all let me know if that is what that child said. Because I believe that's what the fuck I heard. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe that's what I heard. And now it's just sounding like you just said what you needed to say for that scene or that time while y'all was filming. I don't know, Eva, but something ain't, what Miss Phaedra Park say, honey, something ain't clean in the buttermilk, honey. Okay? All right, you guys, that's all I have to say on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I am out.